Welcome back to my channel. Hey, just for the sake of transparency, it's been several days from the last wash day that you all saw. After I shampooed and conditioned my hair, I applied my leave-in and a sealant, and my hair has been in 4 trifling plaits ever since. That's the energy that I've been on for these last several weeks. My hair has been enjoying being left alone. Not to mention, hairstyles just haven't necessarily been successful on my channel. But I wanted to make a bit of an exception because this style is just that easy. You don't need hella braids. You also don't need hella product. So like I said, my hair has been in these trifling plaits for several days. I just have my TGIN leave-in, which you all know that I love, and some Jamaican black castor oil. That's it. My hair is completely dry, but it is still very moisturized, and I'm going to show you all how to get a bomb ass braid out with just 4 sections. So this is the As I Am double buttercream. If you are not familiar here, this is one of my favorite products, period, of all time. And I'm just going to go in with about that much and moisturize my section. I'm not adding any water to this because I don't want to. I don't need to. I already have a great base of moisture, and I'm using moisturizing products, so I don't need to add water to, one, add on to drying time and also cause shrinkage. Just going to add the As I Am double buttercream, and I'm adding that all throughout the section at the roots and everything, okay? And I'm getting out some shed hair as well. And I'm just going to add a little bit more on the very ends of my hair because, you know, we got to maintain those. My hair is starting to revert from being stretched. So now that I have that distributed all through the section, I'm actually going to go in with my Felicia Leatherwood brush. Now that I have that all distributed through, now I'm going to go in with the GOAT Lotta Body Bay. Again, if you're not new here, you know that this is a staple product for me. I'm just going to be using 2 pumps. That's also going to be a layer of hydration for my hair as well, but it's also going to give me the hold that the double buttercream doesn't give me. Now that the products work through, I can go ahead and just braid up the section. Now, because this is such a large section of hair and we want definition throughout the large section, we're going to have to braid it pretty tightly. So I like to make sure I have all of the hair in the section nice and taut, and I'm braiding it pretty tight. Now as I work down the section, just to make sure it's nice and smooth, I'll go through with the detangling brush and finish out the braid. As I get down to the end, I do like to add a little bit more Lotta Body mousse, and I'll just add a little bit just to make sure that my ends are nice and defined. That's literally it, folks. So on this next section, I'm going to go in with the double buttercream again. I'm working that from my ends on up, making sure I get it throughout all of the section. The double buttercream is water-based. Product being water-based helps with the slip. So I'm able to get my shed hairs out very easily. I'll go in with my Felicia Leatherwood brush again. Got the section detangled. Now I'm going to go in with 2 pumps of the Lotta Body mousse. Work that through. Take the large section and split it into 3 and really smooth the roots of the hair. And like I said, I braid these up pretty tight. Not tight to where they're uncomfortable to me, but tight to where I'm going to make sure that I get some good definition. Because I'm not doing a lot of braids, I can't slack off. I have to braid like I mean it. I'll get down to the bottom and add a little bit more of the foam. So these are my first 2 braids. You can see that they're nice and shiny and hydrated. So I'm going to do those same exact steps to the rest of my hair. Okay, so I'm all done with installing the braids. Of course, I went in first with the double buttercream, which I love, in case you're new here, and Lotta Body Bag. There's a reason I call this Lotta Body Bag. This is literally a product that can save almost any style for me. I do need to try it with a wash and go though. I've never tried a mousse with a wash and go, so stay tuned for that. The weather has been a little wishy-washy lately, but typically when it gets cooler outside, the double buttercream is just a product that I know I can get moisture and definition from. Because it's been warmer outside, I just kind of wanted to seal in my definition and hold, and I used the Lotta Body Mousse. Y'all already know I love this. You can already see the difference in my hair. I'm certain that you all that are regulars here notice that I haven't been using any detangling tools. I've been finger detangling exclusively, but because I'm doing these braids on such large sections, I did want to go in with my Felicia Leatherwood detangling brush just to make sure that the products were evenly distributed. So I'm gonna let these braids dry for the next day or so, then I'll come back for the takedown. Alright, so this is the final look using the double buttercream and Lotta Body Mousse on my 4 braids. I did have those braids in my hair for about 3 days because where am I going? And I did use some of Sheree's hair growth oil to take them down. This is not the style for those of you that like a super defined braid out. While I like definition, I prefer to have volume, and this gives me all of that. Personally, I do a lot of braid outs because I like elongated and voluminous styles, but that's just my preference. Of course, if you want a more defined style, you could go in with smaller sections. I did put it back on the shelf, but of course you all know I went in with my As I Am double buttercream, which if you've been around for any amount of time, you know that that is one of my favorite styling products. When it's cooler out, I'll literally just use that and some Jamaican black castor oil, and my hair is defined and moisturized for the entire week. Because it's still warm here where I live, I did add the Lotta Body on top to give me a little bit of extra hold, but this is the look, honey. Like, as of lately, if I'm not doing a style on camera, the 4 braids is just what I go to, because I know that if I do wind up going somewhere or if I do wind up filming a video, those 4 braids, when I take them down, are going to give me a nice braid out style that I wouldn't be embarrassed to wear outside. Also want to add that if you're doing sections this large in your hair, you're going to have to separate it in order to disguise the parts. In order for me to achieve the look that I like, I just don't find it necessary to go in and do 50,000 braids. I always go for a cream or butter and a mousse to give me the braid out look that I like. But drop down in the comments and let me know some of your favorite braid out combinations. Are you a gel person? Are you a mousse person? Do you like creams, butters? Do you like pomades? Let me know. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Please be safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.